Hello, welcome back to Snowrunner. We doing some new game plus today, and I've set myself a few rules on here that may or may not be effective. Try to remember all the ones that I changed. Truck recovery is paid. There is no time skip. However, I did allow for double the time on the day cycle. Hey, Brian, how you doing? We have auto loading is paid if you want to use it. Trying to remember what else I set. Fuel is paid. I guess I'll remember them as I come across, but I set several different rules in there, so it's not going to be the basic game, but it'll be fun. Let's try to scroll through the map here so it stops flashing at me, because it's just going to flash everything at me until I scroll all the way through. There we go. So we're going to run this game and see what we get. Oh, look, rank 2. Yeah, I did set it so that vehicles would be available from the beginning, but of course I'm also starting with no funds. Now, if we go down here and look, you can see I have 0 cash, which means all those stuff is available. I can't buy any of it. I think I set it for I could not sell any vehicles. So, again, all the good stuff. Gaugeable all-wheel drive, available for purchase. Well, that's crazy. That truck should be pretty well knackered, and it looks like it's in good shape. Oh, yeah, it's knackered. All right, we'll go ahead and pull that in the box. There it goes. Now it dropped down and turned into a royal piece of... Here I am trying to use truck changing methods from Roadcraft in here. Move this guy into the garage. He's going to hang out there for right now. And we are going to go back to the CK. Go over here and discover my trailers. Got it hung up on the thing. Don't think the curtain cider is a discoverable trailer because it's for a job. Kind of crazy being back in Michigan. This is the initial run through. I may open it up for multiplayer in the future. Some of the rules of this game, Chester, are no time skip. So when it gets dark, it's just dark. You have to pay for auto load, you have to pay for fuel, and you have to pay for recovery. Trying to remember what else I set. You'll have to give my brain a second because I just set it all. I should have took a screenshot of what I had or wrote it all down, but I literally just finished putting it together just before going live. And of course, I know it won't let me go back in there and look at them all over again, so. Most of them I will probably have to remember as we go along. But like I was saying, I'll probably after tonight's episode, I may open it up for multiplayer. Just the one thing to remember if I do that is voice chat will have to be through Discord, and the other players won't be heard on the stream because I don't have OBS or anything like that to be able to bring that up. Oh, another one of them was that the contests would be unavailable after 3 attempts. So if you fail it 3 times, you don't get to do it again. Thought there was a task in here other than the one out in the mud. This truck is not designed to go out in that mud. Not yet any. And I'm starting with absolutely $0. All right, place beyond the spruces. There's a place in the mountains, not far away, that has the most stunning views. I like to relax up there from time to time. Why don't you take a look? Just try not to destroy everything getting up there. I think he means my truck, but we'll go ahead and accept that. Get all our points for our trailers. Started Sojourn and Rowcraft today. Sojourn's not too bad. Hello, Lisa. Yeah, I'm by myself today, Lisa. I'm just starting this new Game Plus mode. I'm going to probably in the next episode, I'll open it up for multiplayer if anybody wants to join. I was just saying that the multiplayer, though, I don't have any way of transmitting the other players' voices onto the stream. Oof, don't do it. Don't do it. There's been some buggy stuff with the co-op and SnowRunner, but it's actually improved quite a bit. I don't know if you've seen any of MJ Haggis's co-op stuff. It's gotten pretty decent. Hey, Ian. Look, I brought a bush with me, and it disappeared. Not positive, but I think I got it set to where selling trailers is you only get 50% of them. I think I set that. All right. New truck. Now we can finally go do something. All right. What do we got that's available? Pipe Dream. Cannot do that one yet. Husky Forwarding. Farming Tools. Curtain Side Trailer to the farm. And that would be the curtain side trailer that we have here. All right. And again, because recovery costs me money, we're driving. We got several of them available here in Steel River Township. There's no all-wheel drive. Currently, no money to get all-wheel drive. Wait a minute. This one, we'll get it back in the garage and check. I'm not sure if the all-wheel drive for the Fleet Star is the same as it is for the GMC or not. Yeah, I plan on playing all the way through with this one. Like I said, after today, if anybody wants to join me for a not as hard as hard mode, but slightly harder than normal mode playthrough, more than welcome. the big thing that I got to do here is I got to find the ones that I can do without needing a crane, because I can't afford to put a crane on yet, and I have to pay for auto load, and I have no money for auto loading. Hey, Nacho Cast, how you doing? Some super squish. Just stopping by to tickle the like button. Got to get back to work. All right, Nacho, thanks. Appreciate you, man. Have a great stream. All right. Again, thanks for stopping in, man. Sergey, welcome in. What I set for the new Game Plus, pretty much paying for everything: fuel, recovery, auto loading, all paid for. Contests are unavailable after 3 tries. No time skip. I did set a double daytime cycle, so that it's not too much in the dark. Do not have it yet. However, I do have the one for Flippy. Happy luck to join you sometime. Just gonna have to learn the SnowRunner controls after so much roadcraft. Yeah, I get that one. So, I think what we'll do to get some all-wheel drive, we will take the sideboard bed off of here so we can put it on the Fleet Star. And I think that's all we need off of here. Fleet Star, because we have all-wheel drive available for this. We will sell that because it'll get us a little bit. Now we got a whole $1,000 in our bank account. Alright. Now we got to put the sideboard bed on here. Still can't do anything about our tires because, well, oh, cashola. Alright. Let's go earn some more cash. Yeah, there's several different things that I had set. I just can't remember them all, which is sad because I set it literally before I went live. I'm thinking to myself, I should have took some screenshots of what I set and posted it because it would have been easier. And I never did. Don't run around in here with all-wheel drive and diff lock on all the time. All right. Farming tools. The old farmer Matthews was just singing her praises. Now, a good deed is never lost in this town. All right, let's shut that off for a second. Hey, Adam, how you doing? And we'll see what else we got. Wet harvest. I don't have a crane yet. Need something I can do without needing a crane. No. No. Hold it. I know something I can do because I believe it's metal beams and concrete blocks. Pull that trailer around and get that tower that is located somewhere in here. So we can start on that one and work on a couple of these bridges. Trailer is right here, so it's not that far away. Of course, it might be a difficult go with the highway tires on. But I'm really kind of thinking I need to work on getting the crane before I worry about changing my tires out. Michigan's full of content? Yes, yes it is. You know what? It's also full of fuel trailers, so I'm going to grab some fuel while I'm here. I'm actually going to pull this out closer to the road where it's useful. The familiar hum of the Fleet Star bouncing off the Black River vegetation. Isn't it a beautiful hum? How you doing, Zero? Hey again. Doing fantastic. Good. That's good to hear. I'm doing all right. You know, don't know about everybody else. Ah, yeah. Joys of getting this thing out of here. I remember this night. Did this once before. Don't know if I did it with this truck, but I remember dragging this thing out of here a little bit at a time, winch point by winch point. Ignore that up in the corner. We're not doing place beyond the spruces yet. Well, I can't really buy anything right now, Ged. I have $0. Well, I think I have like just over 1,000, maybe 2,000. One of the things I did is I started with no money. Yeah, the farm tools task is the only one that's been completed so far. And I have to pay for everything. Thinking about doing the same thing yourself? Doing solo or dome? I'm solo tonight, but after Thursday night when I start, I'm gonna open it up for. It's not the button I want. I'm gonna open it up for multiplayer and see how things go. So if you want to join in, that'd be great. Yeah, the communication thing in Snowrunner. Yep. Because of the fact that they don't have an in-game chat. So if you're streaming it, you know, I mean, you can chat through Discord, but if you're streaming it, the other people are not going to hear you unless you have something along the lines of like OBS or something like that. And right now, because I'm doing this strictly on my PlayStation and I don't have a PC to run everything through, it's just not going to work out real well. Show task. Can't get a darn thing done around here. The power lines are down, and all we get from the town are excuses. Well, what are you waiting for? Do something about it. We'll get $1,550 cash and 200 XP. And concrete blocks times 2, metal beams times 1. Yeah, we can chat through Discord, and that'll work for chat. It's just other people won't be able to hear you on the stream, but we'll be able to communicate amongst ourselves. We are going to accept that. We will deliver 2 of our concrete blocks, and we will drop this trailer, and we will head back for our metal beams that I have a trailer of. Be right back. All right, Brian. I got to go back and get the other trailer that's got the metal beams on it. Put that back at the garage. Yeah, so should be right around 6 p.m. Thursday night will be the next stream, Larson. I'll set that up for multiplayer, and I will put the code in my Discord. Come on, Flippy. You got this. Or you don't. Oh, hold on. Oh, I forgot. This one already has diff lock on it. Look at that. How did I not realize I had diff lock available? All right, Chester, I'm going to need you to get out here and start throwing some sand down while Sergey flattens it so we can get this road built. What? Gotta shoot. Bed's calling. All right, we'll see you later. An epic crane truck? Absolutely. Hey, Bobby. Getting that tower out of the way, not only will it get me a little bit of cash, but it'll open up an awful lot of space. Oof. We are stuck. On the bright side, I didn't have to go get a scout to tow me. Can I sell trailers? I can sell trailers, but I believe I've got it set where I only get 50% of the payout for them. Don't they know you take care of your stuff? Thanks for answering. Oh, you're welcome. Probably gonna have to winch my way through here. Winch point to winch point to winch point. Gotta get me enough money to get a crane. So then I can start doing some of the other contracts that will load me up. That close to the pavement, and then I needed to winch. I think the crane's what, 4,900, so look at that. Fallen power line. About time. If only we had more folks like you willing to take the initiative. We'll take it from here. May call on your services again soon, though. See you around. 200 XP, 1550 cash. All right. And I know it still doesn't really get me anything. Fuel carrier trailer to the town storage. Where's the fuel carrier trailer? Yeah, that's the easiest one to get to. And it's not bad, but. And then consumables from the farm, wooden planks from the lumber mill. There's a trailer with 2 wooden planks on that. So maybe we'll go ahead and activate this, see if I can't get over to that fuel carrier trailer. Go up here and get this trailer dropped off somewhere. Probably dump it in the fuel station. Again, right now, all I've got are highway tires. So. getting that fuel carrier trailer might be a bit tricky. Yes, I can turn it in, but it's kind of out of the way right now. So we're going to drop it over here. Go task. Missing oil tank. Got a spot of trouble here. We have an oil tank trailer that's missing. Pretty sure it got washed off the road somewhere and is probably stuck in a swamp. How about lending a hand? We'll lend you a hand. I'm pretty sure it's stuck in a swamp somewhere too. Nowhere to offload the fuel. Nope, nowhere to offload the fuel. Highway tires give you a smooth ride in the mud. Well, yeah, because you're not going anywhere. You're just spinning your tires. I'm pretty sure we could put the scalper there. Yeah, I think I'll be okay if I can get up here and past that muddy section at the top of the hill. Fishing can get tricky sometimes. Trucks and money aren't good at the start. Nope, especially, I mean, I could have set myself for having it a little bit better off, but I didn't. I mean, I've got DLC trucks in the garage, but I'm trying not to use them right now either, and they're not going to have any add-ons on them. I think one of the rules that I set too was that I can't sell trucks. Ooh, no, 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 don't you do that. Find that stubbornness resolves. Help with a new game start. Yeah, it never hurts to be a little on the stubborn side. Now we'll turn some headlights on. It's starting to get dark. But you can bet before I turn this trailer in, I'm robbing some fuel out of it. Free fuel is good fuel. This is like having the rusty version. Problem is, if you go to the truck store and buy it, all you can buy is the rusty version. Headlights ain't very strong, are they? However, one lesson I learned from my first playthrough, let's just drive through the water. Tried going around that detour when I didn't know any better. In fact, I went around it multiple times before I figured out that I could just drive through there. Alright, let's go get us some consumables and come back and grab that other trailer with the wooden plank. Is this I hate myself mode? Well, it's not quite I hate myself mode, it's a I'm really testing myself mode. Up against that tree, ain't I? Yeah, we may see a lot of use out of Flippy Freakstar here in the beginning of this. Consumables. I don't want to do it, but I kind of have to because it's the only way I can get this done. 300 bucks. Gotta spend money to make money. Gotta get some trailers. I got a few freebie trailers floating around here. Which will probably be getting used for a little while. Other than that, the moon shining bright. 3/4 of it anyhow. Woof. I'm pretty sure I set paying for repairs outside of the garage. Of course, you know what paying for recovery means? That means at the end of the region or map, I have to drive every truck back to the garage to put it in there. If you got a million of them scattered around, not necessarily going to be the best thing for you. Yeah. Not backing into the mud to get it. We're going to do the old winch it out of here. And then we'll connect to it. I can't remember whose video I was watching, but I figured that one out watching somebody else do it. Oh, there's the old CK. Got the light shining on her, so somebody tries to break in, the camera out there to pick it up. Alright, there ain't no camera out there. Don't tell nobody. see if I make any better progress without the diff lock right now. Maybe. Looks like it's burning up fuel a little faster though. Hopefully they give some good amount of money for this mission. Mr. Runner gets ready. Especially after it cost me $300 to pick up the consumables. Hence the reason why even before I do the tires, I'm doing the crane. Or is there a camp? Kind of makes you wonder why I felt safe and secure just leaving my CK parked there, huh? There's the bricks in my service spare parts. Missing machinery. Shipment of important machinery to a local factory was interrupted by an unfortunate incident with the previous driver. The responsibility is all yours now. I'd take your crane if I were you. Alrighty then. Too bad I don't have a crane. So we'll get one. So we'll just $3,200. What the heck? Yeah, no doubt. They should pay better than that. Yeah, I try to hang on to this for the free fuel, but I need the money so that I can get my crane. Alright, promotion, rank 3. Yes, thank you. This is going to make a huge difference to folks around here. Time to roll up our shirt sleeves and get this town fixed up. 260 XP, 2,800 cash. Yeah, Jones spare parts thing for missing machinery task. What do we got? Well, we're not doing that one yet. That's Drummond Island. Timber at arm's reach. No, we're not doing any logging yet. Still not doing any logging yet. Of course, it gives you credit for all these ones down here just because the start out in the garage on this. Even though I have not been to the first watchtower. That's still ticked off. Let's see now. Husky forwarding. Materials order. All Smithfield Dam. Work for Old Sweat. Smithfield Dam. Wet harvest. Wooden planks ×2. Bricks ×2. Metal beams ×1. Alright, well, we don't have any of that yet. Dyson diesel, pipe dream, bricks ×2, metal beams ×1, and a heavy fuel tanker. So we're going to have to work, I think, on some of these other tasks. We'll run up here, and there was a task just up over here. We'll get that get that accepted. See what we got to do there. Might be getting close to having the money for the crane. For the roadblock. Rock slide. We've got a rock slide problem. They keep knocking out our infrastructure, but we don't have the resources to stop them. We'd sure be grateful if you could take a look. 1600 and 180 XP. That needs metal beams ×1, service spare parts ×1. Unfortunately, I don't have the metal beams yet. Got service spare parts right here. Ooh, I can get metal beams. Yeah, I need a crane. Ooh, what did I have on this trailer? Bricks, service spare parts, and vehicle spare parts. Okay. Let's say we take a run back to the garage. What do I got cash? I should have enough to get my crane. So, we're going to take a trip back to the garage. Rock slide just 1600. Come on, dude. Right. The important thing is I can get my crane now. It won't cost me money to load stuff. There's critters out there in the woods. What are you even helping these civilians? They're greedy and don't care about the roads. There's not a single car driving on them. Not a single car. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'd have more cars driving on them if they were in better shape. Again, Chester, you were supposed to be getting laying sand so that we could get some roads built around here. You failed to do it. Hey, VTech, you come in to say hello and give a thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Well, Sam didn't even want to go for his walk at lunch today. We pretty much got down to the end of the block, and he'd said, "No, it's time to go back." Every time we came to a shady spot, he'd just flop down and lay down in the shade. Ooh, I can't remember. If I put a crane on here, I think that limits me on being able to attach to trailers. Oh well, it is what it is. There we go. The finished castle route got all done 100% on sunken map. Second time. All right. Oh, look. I didn't even realize daytime came back. Starting to, anyhow. Easier the second time around. Aren't they all? You get that general idea as to where things gotta be. And all right, tires will be next. Now you can invite me to the map next time? Yeah. Be happy to jump in. Lend a helping hand. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can send the road for me? Yeah, I can't get Chester to do it. What is NG? New Game Plus? Yes, New Game Plus, where you pretty much set yourself different rules and things that you can and can't do. Like I've got it set where I have to pay for fuel, recoveries, repairs. Um, can't sell my trucks. Trailers sell for half off. What are the rules? Yeah, no time skip. Which I really think no time skip will be the hardest one for me. Did I write it down somewhere? No, I didn't. I just set it up just before the stream. I'll probably go through and put a thing on my Discord of what they are. I can't necessarily remember all of them that I set, but the ones that I can remember, I'll write a thing and leave it on my Discord. Really, my initial playthrough was a New Game Plus 2, but the only thing there was paying for fuel. And I didn't intend on setting that up. I just kind of pushed the wrong button, not paying attention, and lo and behold, that's what I ended up with. Kind of railroaded myself into it. Time to go now? Alright. We'll talk to you later, VTech. Yep, see you soon. Maybe we'll hit up the Motel Woes. Motel Woes. I know this town ain't exactly a tourist trap, but we do what we can. The local motel is in bad shape, and it's down to us to help them out. We've got a shipment of equipment for them. Can you deliver it? Let's see now. Where's that shipment? It's a curtain side trailer. Located up there in the dark. Well, we can deliver it, but not until after we get that rock slide taken care of. Which, you know, I read this thing for the rock slide. I apparently never accepted it. Alright. That's alright. I know what I need. I need one metal beam and one set of spare parts. Somebody left the trailer right in the way. Oh no, don't you do that. You go on the loading platform. We got this one handled now. Aren't you proud of me, Sergey? I remembered my anchors. Finally. Had to happen eventually, right? Not in the right game. Well, you know. First time around, I fought forever getting that trailer out of that spot. I don't know why. It's not like it was harder or anything. Okay, we gotta swing in here and actually accept it this time. Back, let's track it. Now this up here will be another problem area for highway tires. Okay, you need to go up here and accept this. Stuck trailer. Looks like the first wave of relief workers that rolled up here were a bunch of idiots. They managed to lose a whole trailer. Go find it and bring it back, will you? You're not giving me much money for it, but okay. Hey, there's the old me. Turn off the parking brake and then start the engine. Come on, get through there. You're doing pretty good with the highways on there so far. Drainage. It's time to drain the swamps. We installed simple pumps out here in the 70s. They may be a bit old and rusty, but they should be functional. See if you can find them. That's the first one that pays a decent amount. We'll accept that. We just don't have the vehicle to do it in. Why? There it goes. Alright. One metal beam, one service spare part, one cleared rock slide. Let's dump these bricks off on the side and we'll see if we can't get up to that curtain side trailer for the other one. Not that button, that button. To be honest, I don't know if I'm going to get anywhere near where it's at. Where was it? Motel Woes. Start tracking. Curtain side trailer. Ooh, I think I can actually get to that one. Where's my left turn? Right here. Of course, at this point, I still have not gone and activated a single watchtower. Not that button. That one. All right. You know, my first playthrough, I took forever to do this mission. Just because I accepted it right away, but I never came out here and got this trailer. Don't know why. It was one of the last tasks that I did. Rock right in front of me. Get off me, Rock. All right. Doing good so far. I mean, the Fleet Star overall is a pretty fair truck. It just, especially once you get that crane on there, then you get a heavy load, it likes to flip over. Because then your load is pushed so far back behind the rear wheels. And she's pretty durable. Adrian, how you doing? Wonder if anyone can help you out. You bought the DLC for Roadcraft. All you got was a Scout. You didn't get the Bowhead? You might not get the Bowhead because did you pre-order at all? If you didn't pre-order, you won't get the Bowhead until they release that separate. So I think the Invictus is the only thing that you'll get off of that one. get ourselves some decent tires, and we'll be able to start making some progress. Go in the exit. Alright. Good. Well, you gave them a fighting chance. Let's hope they can get up and running sometime soon. 210 XP, $1,850 cash. Alright. What next? Let's jump into CK and go get this watchtower real quick. Alright. Of course, the one upgrade location that never gets discovered by watchtowers is this one right here. I found that upgrade. Well, at least I finally did a watchtower. Now, back to the task at hand, which is finding a task at hand. No, I still don't have a good enough truck to haul that yet. And I think there's still a bridge that I gotta fix, which is another metal beam and more concrete blocks. I got the concrete blocks over here. So let's plan on that. I will go ahead and collect up some metal beams, and then we will go get the concrete blocks for the bridge that I don't have selected yet. That may give us enough money to be able to get the tires upgraded. Keep forgetting to shut the all-wheel drive off when I'm on good road. Not a good thing. Once I get making some money, it won't matter so much, but right now, it's not a good thing to leave that on. Now here's hoping that I'll be able to pull this long trailer up the highway. Ah, too far. We'll stop at that fuel trailer at the fuel station there and top off. Uh-oh. Of course it was something entirely useless. Hopefully they won't miss a little bit of fuel out of it. Well, the other bridge is just up over that rise a little bit. Come on, guys, hit that like button so Mr. Hattie appreciate it. Well, thank you very much, Lisa. Mountain Bridge. These rock slides are becoming the bane of my life. We need to create alternate routes around the area to avoid the slides. Operations are going to grind to a halt. Mountain Bridge would solve this. We'll accept that. We'll start tracking that. Cargo management. One metal beam for the first phase. And cargo management. 2 concrete blocks for stage 2. Alright. Mountain Bridge. Like a bridge over troubled rock slides. Anyway, nice work, partner. We can now access the road beyond and see what land further out looks like. Probably looks like another headache for me. For you, I'm the one that's got to do all the work. 260 XP, 1,850 cash. Let's see if we can make a Yui here. I'm not going to get rid of this trailer yet because it's the only 4 slot I have. But the one that I have at the fuel station, I will take back to the garage and sell because I have another 2 slot sideboard. And I like it better than I do this one with the spars. So we will park this at the fuel station or in that general vicinity. And I'm not going to take that shortcut right there yet because, again, not the right tires. Oops. I say oops, but really nobody wants to hit a sign in Snowrunner. taking the scenic route back. Huh. Why have I never paid attention to that road before? Come down this road. I've never used that road. Interesting. Okay. I don't think I ever even realized it existed. Maybe we'll be able to use it after we get some tires changed to stop from having to go all the way around here. Plus, once that happens, once we get good tires on, we won't have to go all the way around. Anyhow, we'll be able to go up over the mountain. All right. A little bit of progress for a minute. don't need to worry about fuel because we're headed back to the garage where I can still get it for free. All right, let's see if I can make through here without getting stuck this time. Last time I got stuck and I wasn't even pulling a trailer. Come on. I'm so glad they fixed the hands on here. All right. Let's see. 3,800. Is that what I? Is that half? I'm not sure. Well, let's find out. It's 3,800 there. So let's scroll down till we find it again. Let's see what original price is. Oh, 3,800. So I must be running a regular price on those. I thought I set them for half price, but I guess not. All right. Well, let's get this thing in the garage and get them tires taken care of. We'll do tires and a paint job, and then we'll end the stream for the night. Be back on Thursday with more Snowrunner. Tomorrow night, back in Aftermath. Working on the roads. Okay. Tires. Tires. Yeah, don't have any. I did make all the tires available from the beginning, but of course you have to have the correct size. You know, like I can't put them ones on here without raising the suspension. I don't like the way any of them Jat ones look. I like them ones right there. We are going to put a set of those on. That leaves me with $2,500. What else can I do with $2,500? Probably nothing. Can't do any of that because that's all. Well, I'll find that one eventually. Engine. No, no. Can't do either one of those. I mean, it's a long time coming before I have the money for those. Suspension. Somewhere in Michigan. Spare wheel. Yeah, I could put a spare wheel on there. Snorkel. 1,700. Don't need that yet. Alright. What about lights? That's a raised beacon. No, can't do anything about my lighting. So let's do a paint job. Yeah, that looks okay. That one looks okay. Not sure exactly what this one will change. I don't think it does anything on this one because this truck only has a two-tone. But I think it's more like an extra outline thing. So we'll go with that. We'll add the color. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the stream there. I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you know when I go live. And with that, we will see you next time. Again, tomorrow night, we'll be back in Aftermath, paving some more roads and cleaning up some mess. And Thursday, we will be back here in Snowrunner. Have yourself a good evening.